So I ended up doing a story on her being in Hawaii with Papoose, right? And Papoose's side chick allegedly popped up and said, I'm in Hawaii saying pretty too. Now, Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, you know, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever, boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not negating what she's done, but she's obviously number one in her class. And so she's been winning a lot of belts, and she's that chick, right? I wouldn't want to fight her. I'm gonna stay in the house. I ain't getting out of the car. I ain't coming outside. I'm gonna call the police.
Tasha K has built a reputation for exposing people's secrets without thinking twice about the fallout. But even she has her limits. And trust me, you'll want to hear this one because it's true. Tasha got a little too close to stirring things up with the iconic Claressa Shields by spreading fake rumors, and Claressa was ready to throw down. The drama ignited when word started going around that Papoose had supposedly dumped Claressa for another woman. This is especially shocking considering that just a few weeks ago, we saw them looking sharp, with Papoose showing nothing but love and standing proudly by her side all the way to the ring. However, it now seems he's not quite ready to put a ring on her finger. And darling, that's only the beginning.
Decided after Claressa was, I guess, suspended for alleged marijuana use, okay? And apparently they tested her, they did a mouth swab and found that it was present for like a small amount of weed. And then she said when she found out, she immediately went and took a piss test and it came up negative. So she's right now fighting to clear the allegations, okay? And so we don't know if she was smoking. We don't know if she came in contact with somebody who was smoking. We don't know if she ended up taking, you know, a vitamin that has CBD or something in it, because a lot of nurses lost their jobs from taking vitamins that had, you know, hidden, herb in these vitamins and stuff like that. And so we don't know how the marijuana got in her system. We don't know if she smoked it or anything like that. But one of my team members decided to get messy because they supposed to sound like me when they posted. And that's why y'all be like, is this Tasha posting on her page? Who's posting this? Are you posting in third person? What's going on? So when we posted the video of Claressa, man who's married, because she is technically dating a married man, which is a mistress, which is just, she's a champion and a side bitch at the same time, you know, no allegedly, okay? He's still married to Remy, and you are very much thirsty, okay? Like I said, this is my formal apology. My team member decided to say, dang, after Papoose is out celebrating Claressa's win, in Hawaii, the side chick popped up. Don't tell me that Papoose had her out in, I think they said Papoose had Claressa out in Hawaii smoking weed after his side chick popped up or something too. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Upon hearing my voice, everything is now going to be revealed. And guess what, baby girl? You are not the only one involved in this. Remy made the shocking discovery that Papoose and Claressa were collaborating in a scheme to leak her explicit videos, while also falsely claiming that Papoose was the actual writer behind the lyrics to her hit track. Can you believe the audacity? Initially, Remy was convinced that her man would never betray her in such a manner. However, instead of offering support, he completely turned against her, publicly labeling Remy a narcissist and accusing her of attempting to sabotage his happiness. Papoose, you are truly a fool for that. And Miss Shields, you might have chosen to take his side, but not before I secured the screenshots of your incriminating chat. To make matters worse, he even attempted to have me arrested. Just imagine the nerve of the man whom I stood by for 17 years, all while he was secretly plotting with one of his side chicks to tear me down from the inside. I possessed the power to expose everything on my platform back then, and I still might choose to do so, as I have every picture and message from those women from when I was away. He was supposed to be my protector, not my adversary. Now the narrative is shifting to claim he authored my rhymes, which is an absolute lie. Everyone should know that if any private content about me ever leaks, the responsibility lies solely with him because he has already made those threats. Shortly after, he was publicly parading around with Claressa, and people were hastily anointing them as the new iconic face of Black love. However, let us all focus for a moment on the evidence presented in those screenshots, which definitively prove that Papoose remains in active contact with his other women. And honey, he has absolutely no intention of letting any of them go. To rewind slightly, Remy had actually tried to warn Claressa that she was not the only woman entangled with Papoose, but Claressa was already too emotionally invested to listen, even clapping back on Instagram and challenging Remy to a face-to-face confrontation. The entire situation came to a head completely by accident when Papoose fell asleep during a phone call with Claressa. When Remy picked up the phone, a panicked Claressa immediately hung up, prompting Remy to take to Instagram and spill everything, confirming that this was just the beginning of the revelations. Can you even imagine? Instead of denying the allegations, Papoose called her a narcissist, accusing her of not wanting him to be happy. Papoose, you are being ridiculous, and Remy was not about to let that slide. She retaliated by sharing a screenshot of their private conversation, exposing how he was deceitfully playing both sides. She wrote, "The woman who never exposed him in 17 years was secretly working with one of his side chicks to destroy me. I've got all your pictures and messages, and you'll regret it when I'm back." Then suddenly Papoose and Claressa started appearing together everywhere, with people hastily labeling them the new face of Black love. However, the real shock was that those initial screenshots were merely the beginning. Remy was far from done telling her truth. Now regarding Claressa, she has been desperately blowing up Papoose's phone, sending text after text and barely receiving a reply, a situation that looks increasingly pathetic. After that, Papoose left Remy for good, even though they remain legally married, proving that karma is real and seems to be catching up with Claressa. We have all been deceived by Papoose's grand, public gestures of love, but it is now clear he was simply using his world champion girlfriend for clout and attention. Of course, commentator Tasha K was right there to spill all the messy details, though she did not realize her post would attract significant scrutiny. After Claressa was allegedly suspended for marijuana use, Tasha K's team investigated and found she had tested positive for a small trace of weed during a mouth swab test, but later returned a clean urine test. Whether she smoked it or was merely in the vicinity of someone who did remains unclear, but she has been fighting to clear her name ever since. The central question is how the marijuana entered her system. Was it concealed in vitamins or simply a mistake? Regardless, Tasha K's team publicized the details, even crudely calling Claressa a side chick, since she is technically dating a married man. The situation deteriorated further when another one of Papoose's mistresses appeared in Hawaii right after he celebrated Claressa's win. Tasha K even hinted that Claressa was smoking weed in Hawaii after the scandal erupted. For context, back in February, Claressa faced a suspension after failing an oral drug test, which she later clarified with a negative urine test. But whether it was an accident or not, the entire mess created a perfect storm of drama, and Tasha K wasted no time sharing every sordid detail with the world.
When my lawyers hit me and I saw the 6 I was like, I didn't say nothing about her marijuana thing. Only thing I did was post about it. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm generally getting mad. Like, why is she mad? Because I'm reporting that she's, one of Papoose's chicks, and she's paying him, to come out and walk beside her and be in the ring. And Papoose ain't got no money like that. Let's just keep it a buck. Papoose ain't got no money. I'm like, why is she so mad? So when I saw the caption, I was like, I said, I'm sorry, Claressa.
A member of Tasha K's team stirred the pot by claiming that Papoose convinced Claressa to smoke weed during their celebrity vacation in Hawaii, right after another one of his side chicks showed up. Claressa did not take this lightly and decided to sue Tasha for defamation. While no one is accusing Claressa of juggling multiple people, Tasha's original claims initially seemed to have some weight, with one social media user pointing out that secondhand smoke wouldn't cause a positive drug test and even suggesting Claressa might have swapped urine to pass. Realizing her mistake, Tasha was forced to backtrack. She retracted her statement, clarified that Claressa hadn't smoked weed, and admitted there was no proof Papoose gave it to her. She issued an apology to Claressa, edited the misleading caption, and warned her team not to add extra drama, as it had already cost her a fortune in legal fees. However, her apology didn't sound genuine. The situation escalated when it was revealed that Claressa's best friend, Jada, was the real spark behind the chaos, exposing so many of Claressa's secrets that even Tasha, the queen of gossip, was shocked. Tasha questioned Jada's motives, called her actions low, and jokingly threatened her with a whooping, even suggesting Claressa might need to send a cease and desist letter. The drama continued as Jada dropped even more explosive claims, alleging Claressa was mistreated by her coach when she was underage, and that she allegedly got pregnant multiple times while preparing for fights, even fighting in the ring while pregnant. She also described Claressa's battles with weight and going days without eating. While these claims are disturbing, they are difficult to prove true, as female boxers are routinely tested for pregnancy before matches. Some of Jada's statements may be exaggerated, but they do shine a light on Claressa's reported need for validation from men. The timing is particularly damaging, as fans on social media are already unsupportive of her new relationship with Papoose, with some criticizing the rush to label it black love. Meanwhile, Jada's comments have divided fans, with some calling her out for betrayal and others eagerly consuming the drama. One thing is certain, it's only a matter of time before Claressa confronts her. What do you think? Are Jada's claims believable, or is she simply stirring trouble? And do you think Papoose will eventually return to Remy once this relationship burns out? Let us know in the comments.